Hello, everybody! Hello! Is the music too loud? Hold on. No, it's fine. Hi! How you guys doing? Rocky Rageki here with more Paranormasight, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. I love this game. I'm so invested. I hate voice acting, but the mystery is so good. No office worker today? Nah, I'm lazy. I don't want to change. I want to change today. No office worker today, unfortunately. I'm Gamer Rocky tonight. Gamer Rocky. Look, gaming chair, gaming Rocky. I like this haircut. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like my haircut. Thank you guys for watching last night. That was a lot of fun, huh? We hung out with Freya in the freaking shag carpet hell. And we sang a lot of Country Road, Carry Me Home. That was a lot of country, huh? Country. Anyways. Hey, Caper Paper. Hey, Akari. What's up, Hugh? Thank you for lurking. How you guys doing? I love Paranormasight. It's so good. Asbestos wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share and remember? I love this game, guys. I'm excited for more gameplay too. It's the story is getting really twisty and I like it. It's very well written. The gameplay doesn't exist. This is just a story game basically. But the story is really good. Let's dive into it, okay? Let me get my chat on my phone so I can see. Had some bloodshed in it. Oh, I like peaceful games too, like Pokemon. Anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and dive right into it, guys. Are you ready? Let's go. Start game. You can tell I had a little bit of coffee today. Who are we again? I wish I knew who we were. What character are we right now? Hello? I don't know. Okay, let's just... Oh no, he's hot. One might say Pokemon has a lot of bloodshed too. They can't shot. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of moves that would like kill like regular things, right? Like freaking... If you think about like cut, where you just cut something, right? Like, it doesn't deal that much damage in Pokemon, but I'd imagine in real life that would be like super brutal. Let's go to Komangata Bridge, yeah? I don't know who we are. I forgot. Are we the girls or are we the detectives? Oh, we're Yako Sakazaki. We're the girls. Rocky and Bloodshed. I'm a very peaceful god, okay? I protected Freya the whole time. And so, Mio Kurosuzu and Yako Sakazaki decided on their next location to investigate. What? What? That didn't go anywhere. Did they die? I mean, we have to continue here, because these are broken. Okay. Maybe we made the wrong choice, huh? I think maybe we should meet up. Oh, I don't want to start over. Starting over is for wimps. Life can be tough. We're going with the lady. Throughout the night, Richter continues to gather information about the cursed stones, while Harue lies awake until dawn, preoccupied by the prospect of bringing her lost child back to life. Okay. I'm Yakuza? What makes you think that, huh? 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 Now you're timid, huh? Back it off. Good morning, ma'am. How you feeling? I'm fine. I hope we can make good progress today. How's your curse stone looking? I haven't felt anything from it since sunrise. Interesting. It's possible that its powers can be unleashed at night then. Outside. Why are you so late this morning? There are unfortunately some things that can't be investigated while the world slumbers. But I did get some research done in that limited time I had. Very well, let's talk. Big! We may be surrounded by curses of death, but matters little. My only concern is whether I can see my child again. He's looking a bit tired. He must have been up all night investigating. By the way, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. And what's that? Our current plan is to steal a curse stone that's already absorbed soul dregs, but I'm wondering if it would suffice to not steal, but instead negotiate with the curse bearer and have them use the right for our purposes. Oh. I mean, I suppose that would accomplish the same, but do you think it's possible? So long as we offer compensation, it might prove much easier than you'd expect. Compensation. Cash, for instance. That wouldn't be off the table for a family as rich as the Shigimas, would it? Of course. Why, any amount will be fine if it get the job done. I won't let monetary matters lead me to regrets the way it did back with the ransom. Okay. With that option on the table, let's figure out our strategy. So the plan is she's gonna pay someone to bring her baby back to life. Do you have a curse bearer with whom we can negotiate in mind? Not yet. Surprisingly, it seems the other curse bearers haven't been that proactive about collecting soul dregs. Did you see the news in the morning? Overnight, 3 mysterious deaths were reported in this area. They've yet to announce the identities of the bodies found, but they've been nicknamed the Honjo serial killers. It's garnered quite some attention on the streets. Oh my. Only 3? That's what I thought. Even if the victims were curse bearers, just 1 or 2 wouldn't be enough soul dregs. And for what those curse stones are capable of, a mere 3 victims seems a little on the low side. With this little activity all through the night, the curse bearers must be a cautious bunch. What's holding them back? Are we not all after the power of resurrection? There may still be some undiscovered victims, but I don't think it don't seem like anyone has gathered enough soul dregs yet. We might have to set up some bait to spur them into action. And then we offer them the deal. None of the curse bearers seem very proactive. I wonder if this situation could be what the mastermind who kicked it all off intended. Now that's an interesting theory. Think there's someone behind this all? You mentioned hearing an agonized voice telling you to kill when you first obtained the curse stone. That doesn't sound like a coincidence to me. Someone agitated the curse in this area on purpose, and they were likely after the rite of resurrection as well. So you're thinking this person is not one of the curse bearers? You got a sharp mind, ma'am. Though it might seem obvious for the mastermind to become a curse bearer and collect soul dregs if they were after the riot. This would be very risky, since the curse bearer, they themselves would become a target. So, it'd actually be more convenient for them if the curse bearers moved less aggressively. Yeah, that's right. But despite that, they've been inciting the curse bearers to commit murders. Why? Let's consider this. What if the mastermind isn't trying to collect soul dregs themselves? You mean their intention was also to steal the souls while the other curse bearers compete with each other from the start? Sitting back and observing from the sidelines is a safer course of action. Which is why I figured it best for us to attempt the same strategy. So, how should we do it? There's still a reason to suspect the mastermind could be a curse bearer themselves. To be honest, I want to keep my distance from whoever it is. There's no telling what kind of power they might possess. Whether our aim is to negotiate or steal, we'll have to outpace the mastermind in making contact with the other curse bearers. How do you suppose we do so? At this point, all we can do is search. There's a mastermind. Something like that. You drink some water. There's a mastermind inciting the curse bearers to collect soul dregs. Can we be sure there even is a rite of resurrection? Good question. The rite could be nothing but my myth fabricated to spur the curse bearers into action. Take it easy on voice. Thank you. Seeing it might be for naught, do you want to give up, ma'am? Never. Understood. After all, we'll never know the truth unless we see it for ourselves. But we'll do it without using the curses ourselves. By the way, I met a few people who seemed like potential curse bearers last night. I did some investigating into all of them, but I only managed to get detailed information on two. You're quick. I suppose that's to be expected from an investigator extraordinaire. I appreciate the flattery. First, there's Ayame Tono, the girl we talked to before. Though she isn't a curse bearer herself. Who's Ayame Tono again? The heck is Ayame Tono? Cause we were Yako. The curse bearer was Yako. Ayame Tono is. Oh, this girl. Oh yeah, the one we met. She's not a curse bearer, but she wants to be. First, there's Ayame Tono, the girl we talked to before, though she isn't a curse bearer herself. She's a student attending T University of Art. She currently lives alone in an apartment near Midoricho Park. You even determined her address. You're not one to be underestimated, Mr. Investigator Extraordinaire. I called every single university with ukiyo-e in the curriculum pretending to be her parent. I went around to check on her place on the way here. It doesn't seem like she returned home last night. I'm worried she might have run into some trouble. Didn't you attempt to follow her last night? I'm embarrassed to say, but I couldn't. She shook me. I couldn't keep track of her. And here I thought you were an investigator extraordinaire. I'd like to learn more about her, but it would take some time. She's planning to steal the curse stones, just like us. It's best we act carefully around her. And next to the tall man who was dressed in black. I met him in Kinchicho. He stood out with the way he dressed. I managed to get some good information on him. Impressive. What can I say? He works as a secretary to Hihaku Soap's chairwoman. I believe his name is Takumi Yumioka. Hihaku... Not gonna lie, Richter reminds me of Michael Jackson. Yeah, he does. The Hihaku Soap's headquarters and factories are both located in Honjo, correct? Yes. They've been here for a while, but it's only in the past years that the company has shown significant growth. I remember seeing the chairwoman on the news a few years back. She seems to be very shrewd. With the increase in sales, I assume she'd want her factories running at full capacity. But with the harsh restrictions against industrial waste, a lot of the factories with older equipment had to be shut down. That's right. Even 10 years ago, there were many complaints about chemical plants dumping waste into the river. Most companies back then were more concerned with making a profit than protecting the environment. I wonder what a man working for such a company would have been up to in the middle of the night. On the way here, I stopped by the company's headquarters, but they hadn't started for the day. I should have better luck later. Let's hope you will. Perhaps they were interested in seeing if the rite would be beneficial for their product research into beauty and skincare. Ah! Now that's an interesting thought. I ran into one more suspicious young man last night. This one seems to be out collecting soul dregs, right? Indeed. Oh god. Indeed. I couldn't get a good look at him though, and I couldn't gather enough intel to properly identify him. Oh, that's a shame. But I can make an educated guess. Oh? You know that researcher who discovered the ancient text on the Rite of Resurrection? The one that lives near here? His name is Hideki Araishi. And the man I met was very similar in stature. Oh my, even he's involved? How awfully suspect. Considering his background, couldn't he be the one who initiated the whole affair? I think it's possible. Oh, God, I messed it up! It was switched. I think it's possible, yes. Which is why I decided to refrain from making contact with him for the time being. Safety first. Understandable. Of course, I want to learn more, but this isn't the right time to focus on it. I prefer to ascertain who else is a curse bearer. First, I'll return to Hihaku Soaps to see that man in black. Their headquarters are down on South Warigasui Street. Warigasui Street! Warigasui! I learned something new about the criminal involved with the kidnapping. It concerns the serial killings. There was a body found at Komagata High School. The person was identified as a school teacher. His name was Kohei Jonouchi. Do you think he was a curse bearer? Not sure. It's possible. But regardless, this means the two people who knew the truth about kidnapping are both dead. Huh. Just when we were getting somewhere. It isn't enough to make me give up, of course. Still, we don't know anything about Michio Shiraishi's residence. It'd be wise to pay it a visit. Understood. In addition to the 3 victims associated with the Hanjo serial killings, there's Michio Shiraishi, who reportedly committed suicide, and the police officer who died at the former Yasuda Gardens. If strange deaths continue occurring like so, they're bound to inspire strange rumors. But those last 2 have nothing to do with the 7 mysteries, no? It's true. Both occurred a week before this accursed situation began. Still, it cannot be ruled out. It's possible that the mastermind was involved even with those killings. How? What if there were preliminary steps to awakening the 7 mysteries as curse? Can we really assume they're unrelated just because the timing doesn't match up? Or rather, the police officer's death is so baffling that it'll be easier if it were connected to these curses. The victim wasn't the type to be caught off guard easily. You seem to know a lot about this. I suppose we weren't strangers. My personal feelings might be wrapped up in this one too. I see. If you were to investigate this matter more, you might get a lead on the mastermind. You're right. If we were to focus on the mastermind's identity, this would be a fine starting point. We might even discover more deaths related to the curses on the way. We should pay attention to today's news. Well, that's all I have to report. Shall we continue our investigation? What do you want to do? If you still can't use the curse stone, taking a walk should be a fine place to start. Right. Let's go together. I want to see what's going on for myself. In that case, I'll trust you to decide on where we should go, ma'am. Let's go South Origasui Street. This is the soaps. Let's go to the school first now. Komagata High School. Here we are at Ground Zero, Komagata High School. I guess it's logical that the police got this place shut down. The teacher's body was found here after all. As if the students have nowhere to go now that the school's closed. Let's think. 2 people have died. A teacher named Kohei Jonochi and the student Michio Shiraishi. Is there anything else to be gained here? The news has attracted a bunch of curious onlookers now. Alright, that works in our favor. The more people around, the better we can blend in. It seems the officers are still inspecting the scene. Entry has been strictly prohibited. I don't think we can do much here. Let's go to the soaps. Are they open yet? South Origasui Street. The Hihaku Soap's headquarters are on the other side of South Origasui Street. They were closed when I visited this morning, but it appears things are up and running now. Let's go to the Soaps building. So an influential person at the Hihaku Soaps is potentially a curse bearer? Richter proposed we use money to negotiate for the curse stones. But we could hardly outbid a large corporation if it came down to it. So to think a small soap making company could grow so much in such a short time. They have factories and warehouses throughout the area now. You can see why director and now chairwoman Natsue Yamamori is called the Queen. Natsue Yamamori. Hihaku Soaps, I bet they're the ones doing everything, huh? I think they're the ones doing everything, Hihaku Soaps. Person of interest. Oh, she's old! JK. She's just okay. She's still young. Former president of Hihaku Soaps. Which of Hihaku is Yubaba, guys? Prior to the war, Natsuo enjoyed working her dream job at a textile factory. She was forced to face the bitter reality of the world, however, when the factory was destroyed by a fire during the war. She was ordered to rework the fabric she had painstakingly crafted to something more suitable for blue-collar work. With the rise of popularity of Western-style clothing, Natsue left the textile industry. However, a nod to her past can be seen in her company's name, with Hihaku being another name for kasuri, a type of fabric featuring patterns and images woven in dyed fibers. Having long been dissatisfied with the soap supplied at the textile factory, Natsue saw a business opportunity and set up her own small soap factory. Taking inspiration from imported soap brands, she developed new products, which quickly gained a good reputation. Even the shrewd businesswoman, Natsue ran an aggressive promotional campaign on TV featuring a popular Japanese singer, rapidly turning Hihaku Soaps into a household name. She's like a Shark Tank. You mentioned that Takumi works as her secretary? That's correct. Do you think it's possible he's acting on her orders? That's exactly my thinking. A curse bearer with both money and power can certainly look at resurrection as their next prize. Negotiating with a person of that stature may prove difficult. Let's go inside, yeah? Business is up and running. I can see people inside the reception area. Why can't we go in? Let's go in. Let's go in. Back in the Edo period, the canal known as South Wagirusui Street, Wagirusui, ran through this area, but it's been turned into a major road. It's a bit away from Kinchicho Station or Ryogoku Station, though it's still it's still considered a nice area. The stories of the ever-burning lantern and the foot-washing mansion both took place around here. One of the bodies discovered this morning was found by this road as well. It's quite the lively area, huh? I suppose you could call it somewhat of a city center. South Uruguay Street. First, I need to confirm whether Takumi is the man I ran into last night. Then I'll be able to determine if he's a curse bearer. It'll be better if I go inside the headquarters alone. You should walk around, visit a cafe or for some tea, perhaps. Okay. Okay, go inside. I'm going in. It may be a while, so feel to find some. Do you mean feel free? So feel free to find somewhere to kill time. Okay, good luck in there. Sorry to keep you waiting. How'd it go? I'll fast forward to the conclusion. I met with Takumi. There's no doubt. He's the same man I saw last night. But it doesn't seem like he's a curse bearer. But that doesn't mean he has no connections to the recent curses. He knew about the 7 mysteries. He even guessed if we have a cursed stone of our own. Excuse me? This is the salaryman guy that looked like Frankenstein. I tried to approach Takumi about the fallen item after I ran into him last night. However, you said your name was Richter, correct? I have a favor I'd like to ask of you. I'm hoping you would hand over the cursed stone in your possession. Cursed stone? What are you on about? There's no need to play dumb with me. In fact, there's no time for it. I had all the same reason you did to think you were a curse bearer last night. And your arrival here only confirms it. You are a curse bearer, no? You're right. We lack time. I confess, I'm a curse bearer. I possess the cursed stones of the haunting clappers. I'm glad to hear the truth. Finally, this conversation is worthwhile. It's a dangerous item you hold. Give it to me. My company will take the responsibility to dispose of it. I didn't know the soap business specialized in scrubbing curses clean. It is the prerogative of Miss Yamamori. That's so. Assuming you obtain the curse, you understand the power it involves, no? Miss Yamamori possesses supernatural powers akin to those of a god. She also has a deep love for this land, having transformed it from a pile of dirt it once was to a home of our headquarters. She cannot stomach the fact that it's now the site of these curses run rampant. So you're telling me the Queen of Ihaku is a real-life witch? She wouldn't appreciate being called that, mind you. There's a sorcerer by the name of Shigen Gamyodo, who's gallantly working behind the scenes, exorcising spirits and the like. Go on. That being so, there have already been instances of the dead coming back to life. Do you understand the urgency of this matter? These are curses we're speaking of, tools which are used by wicked beings to possess people. The rite of resurrection is nothing but a fabrication meant to seduce the curse bearers into unspeakable action. If you truly understand what I'm talking about, you must hand over that cursed stone at once. Very interesting. With that said, just how many cursed stones have you acquired so far? If what you were to tell me is true, surely the company would have launched a large-scale search by now. We have 6. 6? Whoa! I can rest at ease then. And here I thought I was at risk of being cursed. It seems we are on the same page. If that's the case, you should hand over your cursed stone immediately. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's not actually in my possession at the moment. Considering its importance, I've been keeping it in hiding. Really now. Then I'll accompany you while you retrieve it. I'm sorry, but I've got something important to attend to. But I promise, I'll return with it later. Very well. Then you won't refuse to provide your address and telephone number, I presume? How prudent of you. I'll oblige. And that's how it went. Just a moment, guys. I take a little break, and I go to the restroom real quick. And we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to use the restroom real quick. So they aren't after the ride after all. I wouldn't be so quick to trust them. Well, I believe we're dealing with the master in deception. He may well have made up a story to convince us to part ways with our stone. I think he was lying about having procured 6 curse stones as well. Like, really? 6? That's excessive. Thank you, Caper Paper. Well, now I feel gullible. The company is plotting something. I wonder what they mean to do with the curse stones. He seemed rather desperate to get a hold of ours, despite us not having collected any soul drinks. Perhaps the people at Heihaku are the masterminds behind the curses being unleashed. Because the chairwoman's a witch? I wonder about that too. If she really were that powerful, would her secretary have divulged that information so casually? Takumi was either making it up as he went, or he's trying to spread a rumor. For what purpose would he do that? Recently, people have been caught up about the occult more than ever before. If word spreads that Hikaku's chairwoman has godlike powers, she could very well fit socially and politically from that mystique. Huh. That's unsettling. How interesting. The Queen of Ihaku, or the witch, whatever she is trying to get her hands on the rite of resurrection. It's like some kind of dark fairy tale. Regardless of what is or isn't true, you must stay one step ahead. By the way, there's one more thing of interest I heard while in the company's reception lobby. And what's that? People were discussing whether one of the bodies found this morning was that of a Hihaku employee. As long as the officials haven't revealed the identity, it all amounts to no more than speculation, though. I almost sneezed, but I couldn't sneeze. Ever got that feeling when you were about to sneeze, but then like it stopped? Despite that, I have reason to believe Ihaka Soaps is deeply involved with the Seven Mysteries. At the very least, I can assure you I've gathered that much. The more we know, the better our negotiations will go. In the meantime, we should be off somewhere else. There's no reason to stick around here any longer. Alright, let's move. I don't like how their map doesn't have 80s frickin' police music. I like the music the guys had, the cops. We're here! This is Midoricho Park! I get a little mad when the sneeze fails to load. Yeah. Just like when you're yawning, but then you fail to yawn, and then you just have to yawn again and you start crying, like tears start showing in your eyes. Midoricho Park. Ayame Tono lives around here. She wasn't in her apartment when I dropped by this morning. I wonder if it's worth checking again. It seems picking up Ayame's trail is out of the question for now. Why did we even come here? You ever had someone yawn and then you just jump scared them and so they failed their yawn? like you have your friend, you're talking to your friend, and then they start yawning, and then you just like jump scare them in the middle of it. And they have to yawn again. It's just a prank, bro. This place is connected with the story of the Taiko of Tsugaru. Not only that, Katsushika Hokusai's home was also in this area. That might be why Ayame chose to live here. Is this a real place? Is Honjo a real place? I wanna try that on the next friend I meet. Just a prank, bro. We won't get much done standing around here. Why don't I go and check out Ayame's apartment? You don't mean to speak with her, do you? Dude, I can't read today. You don't mean to speak with her, do you? No, I prefer to get an idea of what she's been up to. I like to see whether she's been home or not, just to potentially get a trace on her movements. Then be my guest. Okay, I shouldn't be long. I'm back, ma'am. So, nothing? I'm afraid so. She still hasn't returned. However, I noticed a few people seem to be related to the police force keeping watch in the area. I don't know if they got eyes on her apartment, but they do appear to be watching the building it's in. Interesting. You got a sharp eye to have noticed them despite them being so covert. What can I say? It's part of the job. However, it meant I had to refrain from knocking on her door or looking through her windows. I wasn't able to check her electric meter or mailbox either, unfortunately. You were planning to go that far? We won't make much progress sticking around here. Let's move! Let's move to the school. This is Komagata High School. I guess there haven't been any developments. Why are we here? Why are we here? Is there anywhere else we could go to? There's nowhere else though. Safurugasui Street. Safurugasui Street. The Hakusoap's headquarters on the other side of the Safurugasui Street. Where have you been there? I don't know where to go, man. I don't know where else to go, man. I know it's Midoriya Park. We've been here like 2 seconds ago. Let's think. What a waste of time. We should move on quickly. If it's not here, then where are we going? If it's not here, where are we going? Rictica! It's always heartwarming to see children playing in the park. Richter seems to like kids, perhaps because they're on the same wavelength. Rictica! At your service, Rictica. Where are we going, Rictica? You gotta show me where to go. If we're not supposed to be here, then what? It's still prohibited. I expect the police to be baffled since they don't know about the curses. I can ask around and see what the students have to say. Inquire. Alright, I'll go ask the students about Michio. I'm back, ma'am. So what did you learn? The school kids sure love a good rumor. I was practically drowned in the stories about Mr. Jonochi and Michio, most of which seem dubious at best. Not surprising. Most of what I heard was hardly worth a second thought. But there was one story that caught my attention. Oh? Some believe that Michio is the one who killed Mr. Jonochi. Really? The story got 2 pieces of evidence to back it up. One of them wasn't news to me. Apparently, he's been mumbling that Michio was going to kill him for some days now. A fellow teacher overheard his mumbling and told the students. And then it spreads like a wildfire, I suppose. Rumors that juicy don't stay a secret for long. As for the other piece of evidence, a pig-tailed girl in her school uniform was seen around school late last night. Go on. Although numerous people claim to have seen the girl, not one of them saw her face. Some are proposing it was Michio brought back to life, or that it was her vengeful spirit. But it's not like Michio's the only high school girl to wear pigtails. This rumor might have been made up just to fan the flames. But if it were true, I'd want to get a hold of her in order to hear her side of the kidnapping. If she's alive, that'd be ideal. There's still one more thing I should mention. I discovered where Michio lived. A student had a list of student addresses on hand. That's an amazing find. I believe all of the students actually have a copy of said list. That's crazy. Every student have a copy of the address of their classmates. So they just know where they live. It truly worries me how easy it was to obtain what should be confidential information. That's crazy. Why do they have handouts of where the freaking new classmates are? Imagine what would happen if that information got in the wrong hands. Yeah, dude, what the heck? Well, so far it hasn't, though. Sure, let's hope it stays that way. In the meantime, it's not possible for us to visit Michio Shiraishi's house. Let's go to Michio Shiraishi's house. Michio Shiraishi's house. Let's go, Caper. Let's go. How'd it go? I went to visit Michio Shiraishi's family home. However, no one seemed to be there. I got no answers at the door and the lights were out. Onwards to adventure. Adventure. It seems to have been empty for a while now. There was a stack of newspapers out front. Stack of newspapers out front. I don't understand why no one's come to this house, even after Michio committed unlife. I wonder if this place is okay. It's a bit quieter over here. It is a residential area. All these rundown row houses really scream working class, though. Wait, dang it! What? The names are too similar. The colors. All these rundown row houses really scream working class, don't they? Social connections run deep in working class areas like this place, so I decided to talk to the locals. I met a few nice old ladies who were kind enough to give me the scoop. Turns out Shiraishi's reputation really went down the dumps this past year. Is that so? I'll give you the quick summary. They moved here about 3 years ago. Their previous residence was in a better part of town. Michio's father died in a car accident, leaving behind just the two of them. Wait. Okay. Her real father died. Michio's mom, Toshiko, now a single mother, relocated here. At first they got along with their neighbors, many of which were in similar situations, helping and being helped in turn. So far so good. What happened? Well, as I said, their reputation began to go downhill about a year ago. A man recognized as Toshio's common-law husband had moved into the house. What's common-law husband? What is that? What does that mean? Common-law husband. Husband-in-law? Or what does that mean? His name was apparently Kenkichiro Iwai. Neighborhood gossip is something else. Somehow everyone knew his name. So what of this Iwai character? He was apparently a vulgar fellow with a criminal record. He was prone to violent outbursts. The neighbors often heard screams and shouting coming from the home. The neighbors took particular notice of Toshiko's screams, pleading with him to not hit Michio. That's terrible. And if that wasn't unsettling enough, every night the neighbors also began to hear an eerie chant. Through this, the Shiraishi standing in the neighborhood plummeted rapidly. Toshiko was often seen covered in bruises and wounds. She stopped responding to her neighbors. She would just turn the other way when greeted. They kept their storm shutters closed even during the day, and effectively shut themselves away from the entire community. That sounds horrible. Why didn't the police step in and do something? Unfortunately, under our current laws, the police aren't allowed to get involved with domestic disputes. Oh dang, the police suck, man. They're terrible. They released freaking Nejima after 20 years. And they don't get involved with domestic disputes. That's awful. And then Michio reportedly offed herself. Things only got worse with Iwai, and Toshiko was admitted to the hospital for physical or mental abuse. Ever since, Iwai hasn't returned to the home. Many locals expressed sympathy for Michio's circumstances, but just as many were fed up with the Shiraishis entirely, and seemed relieved that things finally quieted down again. It seems that they were still considered outsiders even after 3 years of living here. I don't understand it. Why would Toshiko have gotten involved with such a brutish good-for-nothing in the first place? I've heard many stories where one's partner's personality does a complete turn after entering a relationship. After her first husband's death, Toshiko's financial situation also taking a turn for the worse. She was determined to send her daughter to a good high school. It's possible she fell victim to sweet promises. Life can be tough, I suppose. You don't seem moved by the story, ma'am. That's fine. People have all kinds of stories. Honjo's ace detective. Oh, this guy's a freaking Yakuza. Look at him. He's wearing a freaking yellow shirt, purple suit. Hey, Zed. Well, good morning. Good afternoon. Why would you marry this guy? This guy's a scar on his face. What's wrong with you? Dude's purple suit, yellow shirt like the freaking Joker. The common law husband of Michio Shiraishi's mother, Toshiko Shiraishi. Kankichiro started coming and going from the Shiraishi household a little over a year ago. It seemed like he served some time in prison, but the details are unknown. Maybe he has a nice personality. Unemployed? Why would you marry this guy? Look at this guy. Got a freaking scar on his face. This guy's a stereotypical John Wick villain. Dude, what the heck? Okay. Huh. Wait, what? What happened? What happened, Richter? Richter? Oh, I can move the camera. Oh, no. Oh. So you came here too. Who? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What is it? I can't see. Oh, it's the gang! It's the gang! Oh god, this is gonna be such a crazy voice acting. Let me drink some coffee first. Holy heck, just 4 characters in one scene. God. Oh no. Let's get ready for this, huh? Could you repeat what you know one more time for me, Richter? It doesn't sound right. I'm gonna have all the voices. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, that didn't go anywhere, actually. Dude. I think we messed up here. I think we were supposed to go... We were supposed to go to the... thing. Let's go to the Shiraishi residence. Shiraishi household. It seems like Michio's house is at the end of this road. I don't want to intimidate them, so maybe I should go alone. So this is Shiraishi's household. I already read this. Go, June. June, Ariel, come on. Alright, I'll go check the house. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Oh, you're back. No luck, boss. No one's home. Doesn't look like it. I knocked for a while, but nobody came to the door. I glanced in the windows, but there's no sign of activity inside either. I saw about 3 newspapers stuffed into their mailbox. How can we meet Richter Kai? I want to see Richter Kai. Richter Kai, where are you? Oh, the song is back on. Yeah, best song in the game. I love this song. Here we are, Hamagata High. Classes are suspended for the day, so the students are just kind of wandering around. I believe past the time. The school gate will stay locked while forensics inspects the scene of the incident. Looks like they're still busy. Let's talk to the person in charge later. Oh wait. Surroundings. We already read all this. Tell me something new, huh? Tell me something new, huh? Huh? Is there something on my shirt? Don't tell me I stink. What the heck's wrong with you? What the heck's wrong with you? Let's move back to the... I wanna see what happens with the meeting. It's 9 AM. Near Shiraishi's household. Surroundings. Looks like no one's home right now. Let's try again later. Oh my gosh. We're still stuck here. Not sure where to go. It looks disappointing. Story chart. We need to unlock this path. There's something we need to do in these, I think. Oh wait, okay, I think we need to do this. Resume this. Start from location selection. What if we all meet... Oh wait, there's like... Candy shop, Shinoya, former Yasuda Gardens. Well, none of it is Komagata High School. Okay, if we go to Komagata High School, then maybe we could meet them here. The detectives can meet them here. And so okay, then we go back to the detectives, right? Resume. This will be 9 a.m. We'll be able to see them at the high school. Maybe. Oh, there they are. Yeah, we changed the course of history. We are time traveling gods. Here we are. Komagata High. Classes are suspended for the day, so the students are just kind of wandering around aimlessly. Hey, female student. Huh? That's... Wait, no. Huh, that's... Boss? What is it? You want to talk to those girls? I do. Yeah, I do. This is divine intervention. Yes! The Thunder God has brought you together. The Thunder God has decided that you shall meet these two characters. You were brought here for a reason. Come on, Ariel. Huh? What? I appreciate they pointed out that they definitely couldn't tell they were girls. Hey, aren't you? You must be that high schooler skirting around the child labor laws who I've heard so much about. Say that again? Hey, Rika VR, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. The freaking story's getting exciting. There's a lot of time traveling going on that I really appreciate. I think this is like one of my first visual novels too, so. It's really interesting. Say that again? Sorry about that. He's with me. Oh wait, I keep freaking messing around with the voices. Wait, no, I was right. Mr. Tsutsumi. Oh wait, no. Dude, the colors are the same! Mr. Tsutsumi, if that's how you feel, maybe you should look into improving my work conditions. I'd prefer not to work for free, to be honest. Don't you worry about that. If you help us out, you can have whatever you want. Boss's treat. Wait. Really? Thank you so much. I've always wanted to go to a fancy sushi place. Oh yeah, like those places in Ginza? I've never been. Let's go. We got ourselves a deal. Right, boss? The girls are at our service. Wait, hold on. What just happened? I never said that. Sushi? Looking forward to it, boss. Wait, since when were you included? You guys are funny. You should do stand-up. Fuck, freaking love this song. What the heck is this? Let's talk. Let's talk. So, how much have you been able to figure out? Well, I know what happened around midnight last night. Someone involved in the Feast of Shadows, which boosts the power of curses, then brought forth the 7 mysteries of Punja. That allows even those who don't have the power to cast curses to gather soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. At least, that's my hypothesis. Sounds about right so far. As I'm sure you know, There are actually 9 mysteries, not 7. When the Feast of Shadows was cast, the curse stones appeared before those who wanted the right at the locales of the 7 mysteries. We've managed to gather 3 curse stones so far, including the one I got first, the Evergreen Beach. You got 3 already? Wow! We have the curse stone of the Fool's Procession. Well, Yako, the girl standing behind me, does. That's me, Yako, the girl standing behind me. Oh. She does. She alright? We could take it off your hands. Well, the Feast of Shadows has no effect during the day, and there's still something I want to find out. Yako is such a groupie. Yes. Alright, I'll leave the Fool's Procession with you two then. Thank you. Please keep collecting the other cursed stones. I'll be looking for a way to stop the Feast of Shadows. Okay, got it. That should make things go more smoothly. What about the other curse bearers? Have you run into any of them? Well, last night at school. You were here last night? Yes, you see. You two were using a spirit board? That's so radical, dude. So, that's when you ran into the curse echo. I'm glad you survived the encounter. Somehow, we managed to get away without accidentally setting it off. The cursed echo we saw took the shape of a woman, missing an arm and a leg. Oh, I remember. Do you remember when she died? Mio died. Her leg was cut off and her arm was also cut off. It was like... What was it? The one-sided reed. The story where the guy chopped off like the arm and the leg of this person and the reeds just grew on one side. This is the cursed stone of Nejima. So Nejima was at the school. Caper. Nejima was one of the curse bearers at the school at that time. Because remember, Nejima told the detective that he has the one-sided reed, and the way she described the ghost was the one with one arm, one leg. That fits the description of the one-sided reed. So one of the people at the school is Nejima. That's something to think about, huh? See? A one-sided reed. So Nejima was at the school. So, dude, what if Nejima's the freaking janitor? What if Nejima's the janitor? What's the janitor's name again? Mr. Ashiyama? They both have like the same eye. But it's been 20 years. You could have lost weight or something, right? Right? They got like the same eye color, I guess. But I mean, who knows? Maybe he like changed, like he lost weight at prison or something. Right? Because he was the only one there, and freaking Jonuchi died. This guy died already. He's the only guy there. This guy. He had the same hair color as freaking Nejima back in like old times. 2 decades ago. Huh? Something to keep in mind. Something to keep in mind, huh? I'm still suspicious about the janitor, dude. I'm pretty sure the janitor's sus. Because remember, like when we told him where she was, she died with her arm and leg cut off. That makes a lot of sense. Because that's the one-sided read. Because that's the way it kills people, the arm and leg. I get it. I understand now. I have deducted my detective skills. I'm the world's greatest detective. I'm gonna get that the janitor's Nejima. I swear to God. That janitor is Nejima. Just based on this. What? A woman missing an arm and leg. That's the one-sided read. The one-sided read. This is bad. Oh, what's so bad about... Oh, they figured it out too. Like, I didn't even need to guess. They understand too. Oh my god, it's all coming together. You idiot! Think! The cursed bearer of the one-sided reed is Nejima. Fumichika Nejima. He admitted it himself. That's his curse. Oh, that's right. Wait, but if that's the case, Nejima might have been here last night. They figured it out. Why did I go through all that thinking? I'm like, oh, I'll figure this out. Like I'm gonna be like, oh, but they figured it out anyways. I didn't even need to think. What? Why is he acting dumb? I mean, it's possible he's lying to us, but... What? Who's Nejima? No clue. Nejima's the janitor. They still don't know Nejima's the janitor. Nejima's the freaking janitor. So, Nejima's trying to take advantage of the Feast of Shadows for his own nefarious purposes. Huh? He said he's going to massacre the city at sundown today? And he's trying to get your daughter too? That's why we've been trying to find him, but to no avail. Honestly, this information has been the most useful we've gotten so far. So just to be sure, could you tell me who else was at the school last night? Well, as far as we know, there was us, Mr. Jonochi, and one of our classmates, Hitomi. No, tell him the janitor was there too, Araishi. Oh no, my bad, Ashiyama. Don't forget, old man Ashiyama. Wait, Hitomi? You mean Hitomi Okuda? Second year student? Well, yes. Why? Boss! So, she was here last night. It's freaking... The duck clips, man. The duck clips in this very serious conversation just throws it off. It cuts the tension. Oh my gosh. I love this art though. This art's so amazing. I like how the art style. It's like Japanese painting. I saw Hitomi earlier though, and she didn't seem like a curse bearer to me. You did? Did you talk to her? Yes. Would you mind if we asked you a few questions about that? Hitomi said she didn't want to talk to the police because she was afraid she'd become a suspect. So I can't tell you anything unless you swear you won't drag her into this. Still think You do the duck lips better. Ooh. I can't do it with this model. I see. Don't worry. This is about a different matter. A different matter? You mean about that police officer? Mr. Yoshimi? Do you know about that? Did he tell me say something about him? Yes, she did actually. Tell me more. Tell me more. If we're talking about people who were at school last night, there was one more person, though I'm not too clear on the details. Someone else. Apparently, Hitomi actually saw Mr. Junichi getting cursed and killed last night. What? Talk about some vital information. What she said happened was, Michio was the one who killed Mr. Junichi? Are you sure it was really Michio that she saw? Well, that's what she told me. I wasn't there. That must mean there was another curse bearer here last night. Jonochi was killed by a curse, so someone had to have been there, whether it was Michio or not. Damn, boss. Do you think it really could have been Michio's ghost? I mean, based on what we've heard, she does have plenty of reasons to be vengeful. Calm down. Just because the paranormal exists doesn't mean just anything is possible. It's still possible that Nenjima was behind Jonochi's death. What about Hitomi's story? What was that thing you mentioned about Michio earlier? Something about a grudge? Did you know anything about her? What's your relation? I'm her friend. I was actually planning to resurrect her at first. I see. We gained quite a lot of information from you two. It's only fair we share as well. Tell her, Ariel. Alright. Keep in mind that this is just a theory though. Okay. After re-examining the crime scene, Yoshimi concluded that Michio's death wasn't a suicide, but a vehicular collision. Wait, what? An accident? Being hit by a speeding truck or a van would have resulted in similar injuries. The investigation was ordered by Yoshimi, so it seemed that he had his doubt about it being a self-death. What? A van? Speeding? Oh... Yako! What's wrong? Are you okay? Oh god. Oh no. It's always when Ario pats his lips hard while looking at another man. Yako! Wait, what happened? Why does she have those memories? What the heck happened? Yes. Wait, was I? Are you back now? How do you feel? You're covered in sweat. Yeah. I'm okay, I think. Sorry I went a little crazy there. It's no problem. As long as you're okay. It's quite a surprise, though. What was that? What the heck was that? Yoshimi talked to you about Michio, didn't he? Well, he didn't give me any specifics, if you're wondering about that. So I don't know what was truly on Michio's mind either. Right. Do you have any idea why Jonochi was so scared of Michio? Well, about that, I'm not sure how exactly to put this, but I see. Well, I half expected it was something like that. Thank you for telling me. Sorry, it's hard to explain. I wonder what he got his hands on to be able to blackmail her like. About this janitor. Ashimiya, was it? How old is he? Do you know how long he's worked here? Huh? Why are you so interested in him all of a sudden? I only transferred to this school though, so I have no idea. He's around 50 years old. He came to our school about half a year ago. No one knows what he did before, so there are all kinds of rumors about him. Dude, the janitor's Nejima! Guys, I figured this out before they even figured it out. See. Thanks. I think I'm starting to get a better picture of all this. Huh. Listen up. It's not uncommon for a former prisoner to find work under an alias after their release. The notoriety attached to their former name can get in the way of a proper rehabilitation, you see. What are you? No way! Yeah. Have the officers apprehend the janitor. He worked the night shift, so he might still be in the overnight. Yes, right away! We'll arrest that guy! We'll get him! We're gonna Liam Neeson him. It's gonna be so satisfying. It's the janitor. The janitor's Nejima. Boss! Bad news! Apparently, the rooms has been empty all morning! Sounds like they've been looking to question Ashimiya too, but couldn't find him anywhere. No! All but confirms it. Just one more thing to check. Are there any photos of this Ashimiya? Huh. The old man seriously hated getting his picture taken. He'd always avoid it. Here. Call an urgent search for Makoto Ashimiya. We can't let him get away. Yes, sir. I'll contact HQ right away. Dude, this is so cool. The freaking plot is so crazy. Oh my, I didn't expect this at all. Yeah, how could the old man have been some horrible criminal mastermind? I can't believe it. And the curse bearer on top of that. To think, he was so close to us this whole time. Oh, it gives me the chills. A guy like that really should have been allowed to work at a high school. Dude, he murdered freaking schoolgirls. He murdered schoolgirls and dumped them in the river, chopped them up, and after 20 years he gets to work at a janitor at the freaking high school? What the heck is wrong with the police system here in this game, man? What the heck is going on? Dude, his crime was chopping up schoolgirls. Why is he get to work at a school? Good behavior or not, dude? Come on, come on. That's so weird. Let's hope it isn't already too late. Oh, I may have shown Ashimiya my curse stone. Oh no, Yako, why'd you do that? I know we saw it. We saw her do that, but like, Yako, you're so dumb. So dumb, Yako. Yako, you gotta think. Think. Your bangs are like blocking the wavelengths to your brain. It's like reflecting off your bangs. What? I don't like this one bit. Nejima did say he wasn't specifically targeting curse bearers, but I'm glad nothing happened to you. Wait, but then could it have been old man Ashimiya who attacked you in the hallway? I almost told him that you were still in the building too. What? You did? Yikes, good thing I didn't say anything. You might have gotten lucky there, kid. We did tell him, but like we went back in time because we're like time gods. We're time traveling thunder god, okay? This is too much. I hope they find him soon. Come on, long arm of the law. Help us. Hitomi did say that Mr. Yoshimi entrusted her with something. He did? What was it? Yoshimi gave her a talisman? Yes, apparently he also asked her to look for another one just like it. One that Michio had. What kind of talismans could they be, boss? Doesn't ring a bell. What Yoshimi was talking about, with his dying breath, it must have been pretty important. Did they find a talisman on Michio where her body was found? I'll check. But if they did, Yoshimi would have had plenty of time to retrieve it before he died. Right. Would you consider giving us Hitomi's contact information? I'd like to talk to her about this talisman. I'm not sure. She never opened up to anyone except Mr. Yoshimi. I'm no good, huh? I was friends with Yoshimi though. You don't seem like too bad of a guy. Not all that scary for a cop. But I doubt that'll be enough for her. She really doesn't want to end up becoming a suspect. To be honest, she was even a bit wary of us. Well then. Do you think she'd talk to Yoshimi's fiance? Haven't they met before? Oh, they have. She told us about that. Yes. She might be willing to talk to her. We better find her fast. You haven't been able to reach her? That's a little worrying. You choose Awa. We'll let you know as soon as we manage to contact her. Okay. I'll be willing to give Hitomi's contact information to her. Alright, one more thing. Hitomi told me that Mr. Yoshimi gave her instructions in the evening. In the event that something happened to him. He told her to give the talisman to Mr. Nakagoshi from the police headquarters. What? So it was a Nakagoshi case. Why would Yoshimi tell her that? Could you check on that? I don't know if they'll pick up on it. Is he with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau? Nakagoshi's the chief, but he's almost never in, so I don't really know the guy. To be honest, I'm not even sure he exists or if he's just a figurehead. I've never spoken to him myself. All of the Paranormal Affairs cases are referred to as Nakagoshi cases. Jeez, what's up with that? That amulet Hitomi was looking for may be the missing puzzle piece to this mystery. To put a stop to the Feast of Shadows, it would help if I knew more about how the curses of these 7 mysteries first came about. In that case, you're probably best off talking to that crabby researcher guy. You mean Mr. Araishi? I would very much like to talk to him. Ah, he's a teacher here too, isn't he? You would know him already. He might be more inclined to talk if it's one of his students doing the asking. Do you know where he is? I do. We tried to talk to him, but he refused to cooperate. But you two should give it a try. He's at his usual cafe working on his papers. The cafe. Oh, Kurokikyo Cafe Kamisawa. Thanks. We'll head over there now. School rules say we're not allowed to go to cafes though. Don't worry about it. I'm allowed. Thank you. Wait. Thank you. Huh? That's all it takes? There must be a mastermind behind everything. Someone who orchestrated all this for a reason. Must be nice having a connection to cops. Yeah. I don't think that's how it works. I think you gotta get the judge or something. I want to find out why. Is that it? Well, we finished everything she had to say. Michio, what happened? Oh, she's done too. Let's talk to Ariel. This is one hell of a coincidence, huh? That this random girl you know is already involved with the case. We done? Tina the crime. What's that rope all about? It indicates where Janochi's body was found. They've moved his body, but this way we still have an idea how it was found. Yikes, that's a little gross. You can even see how his arms and legs are all... Ugh. Pull it, Ariel. You're scaring her. This kind of stuff is a little much for a kid. Hey, I'm pretty sure she only asked because you were staring at it so intently. Alright, that's enough. Mio, what do you think? I knew it the second I looked at the scene. You're right. Traces of a curse still linger there. I figured as much. Does that mean Janochi was killed by one of the curses of the 7 mysteries? Yes, a strong curse like that always leaves behind a trace. Wow, Mio, you're so calm. Are you used to this kind of thing? I wouldn't say I'm used to it. It just comes with experience, I guess. Oh, I've heard some stories about you. Didn't you investigate a gruesome scene where someone had been killed by a paranormal attack without even breaking a sweat? Stop it, Mr. Tsutsune. She's going to get the wrong idea. Whoa, that's amazing! Mio, you're a professional. You think? Totally. You're cool even in the face of death. That's awesome. When you put it like that, I'm not sure how awesome it is. Hey boss, forensics is calling. I'll go see what they have to say. Sure, thanks. Boss, they found this on the ground a short distance away from the scene. What is that? A ribbon? Yeah, the kind you use to tie up your hair. What? What? I've seen that ribbon before. You have? Go on then. That ribbon That ribbon, that's the ribbon that Michio always used to wear. What? This pose is such a meme. What is this pose? Doesn't that mean Michio was here? You sure? Definitely. I have the same one at home. We bought them together. That has to be hers. This pose is so dumb. This is like the big thing. Did she come back to life somehow? But how? Let's think, huh? Jonochi was almost definitely killed by a curse. But I wonder about the exact cause of death. If the curse's origin and the cause of death are connected, it gave us another lead. He wasn't killed the same way as we would have gotten killed. Like, he didn't lose his arm and leg. So Nejima didn't kill him. Some other person killed him. That's the face I make when my thinks. So there were two culprits in this case. Because there's two different modus operandi. Okay, there's two different kinds of deaths here. One was the ones that attacked us with the one-sided reed, and we know that if we died to it, we would have lost an arm and a leg. That points to Nejima. Nejima was here. This one is different. This guy died from being like falling off something, like he fell from something, right? I'm not sure which legend that was. Wait, no. I don't know which story that was. I go Suguru. Probably something where you fall from the top. Maybe it's the Taiko, I don't know, it's a tower, so yeah, it's probably that. We're still investigating. We already talked to her. Okay, she has something to say. If I was Michio and I came back to life, where would I go? She got her revenge on Jonochi, but she may have more revenge to dish out. Is there anyone else she'd have a grudge against? What about the guy who killed her in the collision? If she really did come back to life, then it's terribly sad that she's spending her new chance at life like this. Being obsessed with revenge is such a tragic way to live. I'm afraid that's all we could tell you. Don't worry, you're a big help. Thank you. We should start our search for Nejima and Mayu at Chozawa. We should start our search for Nejima and Mayu at Chozawa. It might be worth it to check Michio's house as well, just in case. Let's use the school as our base of operations. If anything happens, go to one of the officers hanging around here. Got it. Thank you. And good luck! We'll go talk to Mr. Arashi about a way to lift this curse. Alright, boss. Let's get going whenever you're ready. Yeah, the song is back. The song is back. Okay, oh yeah. I'm so good at this game. So they meet him. Haru and Richter meet Michio's home, having determined her to be a key player in the unresolved kidnapping case from a year before. As the complicated story begins to unravel, they encounter two men. Oh dang, the music! Detective music. Ma'am, allow me to introduce one of our country's most elite detectives. The name's June Ariel. I'd hardly call myself elite, but either way, it's nice to meet you. This here is the brilliant Chief Inspector Tsutsumi, and yes, he's just as rough and tumble as he looks. Sometimes I really don't know if you're complimenting or putting me down. I love them, man. They're so funny. Dude, I love Tsutsumi and Ariel. They're such great characters. So you two are detectives? This is my client, Mr. Haruo Shigema. Her father's a big deal in the police himself, so remember to mind your manners. A bigwig named Shigema? Boss, you know of this guy? Shit, I've heard of that name. But you know, I don't keep track of who's who in the upper echelons. There's no need to worry. I am my own person after all. My father has nothing to do with it. She's so hot, man. She's so cute. Oh, did you hear that, boss? Looks like you're getting off easy again this time. Don't make it sound like I'm involved in some shady business. It ain't like that. You both seem rather jovial despite being detectives. How rare. All the police officers I've met have always been so dull. Well, you won't find any dull cops here. We'll round up all your criminals with a smile. That's our motto, ha ha ha. How lovely. Keep it up. Just hold on 1 second. This is the first I'm hearing of that. Well, you're right about them not being your typical detectives. So these detectives are out here because of a recent string of strange deaths. It's best we keep quiet about our involvement with the cases. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk to Ariel. What brings you here, Richter? You on a case? That's right. I'm picking up the police slack. I trust you remember the kidnapping and murder case from last year. Oh, I remember now. You're that Haruo Shigema from the kidnapping case. Huh? Did I miss something? Don't be an idiot. It was the case where... Oh, thank you for the redeem. Drink some water. It was the case where Munesada Shigema's grandson was kidnapped. Which must have been your son, ma'am? Indeed. The story was suppressed by the news. In the end, it was considered a huge failure on the police department's part. Most of the investigation was conducted in secret. Fortunately, the department is unwilling to reopen the case. Any investigation carried out afterwards turned up nothing at all, which is why I'm now on the job. So, they never caught the culprit. That's rough. So your findings have brought you to this place then? That's right. An individual connected to the case used to live around here. Used to? That's right. As of last week, they're deceased. We'd hope to talk to the family. No one was home when I checked last time, so we figured we'd try again. Interesting. By the way, ma'am, this might be sudden, but there's something I'd like to confirm with you. That is? Do you happen to know anything about the 7 mysteries of Honjo? Sorry, Chief, but that's hardly... With all due respect, investigator, I think my question was addressed to the lady. Huh. If you insist. What do you say, ma'am? Can you tell us anything? I can't say I know much. Is that so? Well, I'm sorry for the intrusion. Come to think of it, I heard some things about this area last night. Something about a strange yet conspicuous man dressed in white loitering around, How do you even say this freaking a conspicuous man dressed in white loitering around? Wait a second. I assume they were talking about you, investigator. Well, I won't argue that I'm strange and conspicuously dressed in white. And as it turns out, I was out here last night to conduct my investigation. Did you run into anything strange or out of the ordinary? Out of the ordinary, huh? I guess I did observe a few suspicious characters. You were asking about the curses just now. Why would a public servant be interested in the occult? Boss, Richter's a smart man. He can help us if we tell him what we know. I can't promise I'll be of help to you. I can't promise I'll be of any help to you, but I'm interested in hearing what you gotta say. Something is happening in Honjo, isn't there? It must be something big if they've got you head office guys on it. Well, I guess it's alright. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Thank you, boss. Listen closely to what we're about to say, Richter. Huh. So by using curses to commit murders, these people collect soul dregs to perform the rite of resurrection? And these curse stones are somehow connected to the 7 mysteries of Honjo? It's a tough story to swallow, but I don't see a reason to doubt you either. We figured the strange occurrences happening around here recently are connected to these curses. To get the situation under control, we've been searching for the curse bearers to confiscate their cursed stones. Do you have any information that might help us? That's tough. I never expected curses and other mumbo jumbo to play into this all. His face is so stupid. These guys have such memeable faces, man. The heck? But if we're talking shady characters, there was this middle-aged fella I saw in South Origasui Street. He had an average build. He was anxious, like he was searching for prey. Boss, what do you think? Well, considering the considering the location, it could have been Hideki Araishi. We already got his curse stone. Impressive. You two are working quick. Did you see anything else? Not that I can remember. It's a shame. If you see any characters who look like they might be carrying a cursed stone, it'd be a huge help if you let us know. Absolutely. I'll let you know if I find anything. Richter, perhaps you could lend a hand in our case too? There's a number of people we can't track, and finding missing persons happen to be your specialty, no? I hate to disappoint you, but I'm busy enough with this case. The faith of my client is what keeps me afloat. I have to prioritize requests by the order in which they come. I see. Well, can't say that's not fair. What do you need a private investigating for, anyway? The cops should have plenty of bright folks to throw at the job. True, but this isn't an ordinary case we're dealing with here. By the way, that reminds me. Richter? Yeah? You said the person who lived here died last week. You wouldn't be referring to Michio Shiraishi by chance? You knew? Thought so. It seems like we're here for the same reason then. Seriously? Michio was involved with curses and magic? Strictly speaking, the curse part isn't our concern. We're looking into Yoshimi's case. Yoshimi? Alright, Hajime Yoshimi. That's right. He died on the job. I'm sure you've heard of it. I heard. It was a most unfortunate loss. So there is a connection between Hajime Yoshimi of the Juvenile Division and Michio. Wait, hold on. Let's focus on Michio for a second. You think she had something to do with the kidnapping? Talk about unforeseen developments. Exchanging information should prove mutually beneficial. I'll tell you what I know, but in return I want the full scoop on your findings concerning Michio. Sure, to tell you the truth, What? You believe Michio's ghost is the one who killed Mr. Jonochi? So he wasn't just mumbling nonsense? I mean, we haven't fully confirmed anything yet. But the testimonies we've heard and the evidence we've found point in that direction. Testimony? You mean from those, psychic high schoolers? Didn't they also say there was a chance Michio hadn't offed herself? Wait! If that's all true then... Did you figure something out? Kankichiro, why? this freaking, see what the heck is going on here? Who the heck is Kankichiro Iwai, huh? No. Kankichiro Iwai! This guy. Scared his client. It's the Yakuza guy. Kankichiro Iwai! Look at her face! Look at... This is wallpaper. This is wallpaper. This is my new wallpaper. This is thumbnail material right here. Huh? Kankichiro Iwai! He'll be the next victim! We have to open the door to the Shiraishi house. We need to look inside. Hey, what's gone into you? Boss? I'm sure the landlord would give us the key if we asked. Screw that! You know how long that could take? We can ask for permission later. Richter! Hey, Richter, calm down. We can't just... Yakuza guy's dead. Take that, you shitty door. That's how you do it. I don't care if Yakuza guy's dead. He diddles little kids. Richter, get a hold of yourself. I see you're still the same as always. Everyone, come quick! Look at this. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wait, is that? Ah! Whoa! What's up with this room? Boss, there's a dead body in here! Whoa! Could that be Michio's dad? Nah. He's her stepdad at best. If that, it's got to be the body of Kankichiro Iwai. There's no doubt about it. This man's a goner. He's gotten real messed up. Looks like he's been like this for a while. I'd say it happened last night. Ario, did you find Yanuchi's body in the same state? Now that you mentioned it, it looked as though Kohei Yanuchi had died from a number of heavy blows. What are you suggesting, investigator? It was Michio Shiraishi. She's alive. She used the power of the curses to get back at the man who ruined her life. It's ridiculous. You're suggesting she actually revived? It's got to be that. If she's alive, then... Why is there Nejima on the wall? My apologies for interrupting. I know we've just arrived at an interesting plot point. It's getting really twisty. But do you really think a dead girl is going around taking revenge from beyond the grave? Consider this. What if Michio Shiraishi never died? But seeing as you've come this far, I'm sure you already know the truth, don't you? And so, I would have you answer me a question. Where in Honjo was Michio Shiraishi at the hour of 8 o'clock? Where was she this 8 o'clock? 8 o'clock this morning. If she was alive, Michio Shiraishi is dead. 8 o'clock this morning. Why would she be alive? Where was 8 o'clock this morning? This is a little cryptic. Well, where would she be 8 o'clock this morning? Dude, I just thought she was dead the whole time. I didn't think she would be walking around. Like, okay, if she was alive, right? If she was alive, like they were talking about, she killed Jinochi, the teacher. That's like at midnight or something, like around there. Like, that was at night. And then in the morning, If she was alive, she would have killed the dad? What's the Yakuza guy? So she killed him in the morning. So I would say she would be in her apartment, right? Michio Shiraishi's house, right? Right? Is this like the only time he would kill her? There were no other victims that were killed in this way. I think... Here. She killed the guy. I see, I see. So that's what you think. Let's take a moment to reconsider what you know and choose again, shall we? What do I know? I don't know anything. I didn't even think she was alive this whole time. Why would she be... Wait. Okay, let's consider what we know, Caper. She left her ribbon. If she was alive, she left the ribbon at the corpse of Jonochi. She killed that guy using the curse. She was there at the school. Would she still be at the school? She would still... Wait. She would still be at the school, right? And then later on, like... Then at 9, then she moved to the house. Maybe. Let's try the school. That's the only other place. I see. So that's what you think. Oh, it's wrong. Let's take a moment to reconsider what you know and choose again, shall we? Okay. So it's not the school where she killed Jonochi, and it's not the house where she killed their stepdad. Maybe nearby? What is nearby? These don't sound like that would be the place. 9 p.m. Who did we meet at 8 in the morning? What did we do at 8 in the morning? We were just walking around looking for clues at 8. The detectives were walking around. What do we know? They closed the school at 8 already. There's no other corpses, I don't think. There's no other... Where was Michio Shiraishi at 8 o'clock in the morning? We went here with Richter Kai at South Warugasui Street. We also went and we went to the... She wasn't the one who killed the main character looking guy, because he was drowned. Mishima Residence, Michio Park, Ryogoku Bridge. Was she in our house? Was she in... Okay, this is weird if this is the answer. If she was in Yako's house. Let's try Yako's house. I see very well. What? What? That's scary. You're scary. Oh, that just like sent a chill up my spine. What the heck? She was in Wait a minute. What's Yako's power? What's Yako's power? What's Yako's power? That's her power is fool's procession, right? This one? Oh my god, Caper. Caper! Caper! Look! Fatal fall. Paper. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yako was killing people without us knowing. She has the ribbon in her house. She was... And remember, we woke up as Yako and we didn't remember what happened to us? Paper. Yako killed Jinochi. And Yako killed... She was... No, she didn't... I don't think she was aware she was doing it. I bet she was possessed. Remember they were talking about how the freaking delinquent girl was also possessed, and that the closer they are to the spirit, that, oh my god, holy heck. We never really used this power, so we never understood what it was. But it says it's a fatal fall. Even if we didn't use it, it's still... Oh my gosh. Yako was possessed by the spirit of that girl, and then the spirit used this power to kill those two guys. Oh, it makes sense! Holy heck! Oh, it's such a twist! Oh my god, this story is so crazy. Oh my god. What the heck? That's why when she woke up that morning, she didn't know what happened. She was like, I don't know. Remember? She's just pacing out. And that whole scene where the detectives were talking to Yako, she had this flashback. It's because she was being possessed. Remember? She remembered the car crash. Oh, they were just planting the... Oh, this story is so crazy. Holy heck. Oh my god, it was like right in front of us the whole time. Yeah, it's crazy. Holy heck. Yako was possessed and just killing people, and without our control. You got it wrong 2 times. Well, it's a trivial matter. It may be easier to reach that conclusion had you considered the cause of death. So we didn't know, we've never used Yako's power, so we don't know how it kills. It kills because of a fall. And that's what the power does. Let's get back to the story then, shall we? I've taken up enough of your time. They just spoiled it for us. They just spoiled it, basically. What? So you think Michio Shiraishi is alive? Just think it through and it all becomes obvious. It tracks, but... Do you really think that girl could have managed all of this? First of all, Ariel, we'll report this to HQ. Understood. I'll get on it right away. Why does he have pictures of Nejima on the frickin'... Why does he have pictures of Nejima over here? That's Nejima, right? I'll start investigating this place. It sure isn't lacking in stuff that needs some looking at. There's a bunch of photos of the same person pasted on the wall over there. Whoa, hold on, these photos. These are all Fumichika Nejima. Really? Come to think of it, it was in the papers a lot back in the day. Oh, there's even more pasted up over here. These are all cutouts from the newspapers and magazines about the Nejima murders. Yeah. Why the weirdo shrine? Let's keep looking around. Let's keep looking around. Some of the Nejima pictures, huh? Freaking weirdo. Corpse. There's nothing around to confirm his identity, by the looks of him, I'd say it's Kinkichiro Iwa. Nejima looks like he's in a constant state of wokeness. He drank too much coffee. You've seen him before? I heard he had a criminal record, so I assumed he wouldn't have held a respectable occupation. Is this what a curse does to a person? Ma'am, it'd be better not to look so closely. It's amazing. It's the same man in every picture. Is that Fumichika Nejima? Wow, this is quite the spectacle. I don't think I'll ever manage to erase this from my mind. Don't worry, Richter. You're quite the spectacle yourself. Do you mean to compare me with the likes of the bizarre criminal? Why does he have cutouts of Nejima pasted all over the wall? Look at these pictures. Pictures of Fumichika Nejima cut out from newspapers and magazines. Whoever put these up was obsessed. No, I wonder what their intent was. Do you think the Shiraishis are somehow connected to the Nejima case? Perhaps they did this as to not forget a grudge or something. It's crazy to think that Nejima might be involved in all this too. Huh. Do you think he might have anything to do with the body here? Somebody has a crush. Maybe Yako posted this up, and but why would Yako want to kill Nejima? I don't think Nejima did anything to Yako. That's like 20 years ago. She wouldn't have anything to do with that case, right? Unless the ghost, but the ghost of the spirit of what's her face wouldn't be alive at that time either. They're both teenagers, right? That's 20 years ago. What does Nejima have to do with Yako? Man's already out of. He's a curse bearer with a curse stone now. He announced that from sundown today, he'll be going on a killing spree. Oh dear! There's an emergency search underway as we speak, but no one's yet managed to get a hold of the gangster. So he hasn't changed his ways. That doesn't bode well. To tell you the truth, the lady here isn't completely unconnected from the Nejima murders either. Don't say. That's right, we talked about it last night. 20 years ago, I found the hand in Sumida River that brought the incident to light. You don't say. You were the kid from back then? You really were brave. You did a great deed. Were you the detective I spoke with? I had no idea. So, you two have met before. Fancy that. I've been worried that Fumichika Nejima might bear resentment towards you, ma'am. You might be right. Fortunately, that asshole is quite the resentful type. Here. That asshole. I wonder who put the idea into his head. And now he's got the one-sided read, too. He's threatening to massacre the people of Honjo at sundown. Seriously? On top of that, he's been itching to get revenge on me as well. Of all the things, the man's gone and threatened to kill my daughter. Damn, that's quite the threat. Certainly you can't afford to stay put here. Fucker wants to get us all angsty. The fucker wants to get us all antsy. When I finally get to arresting him, it'll be with a cool head. Not gonna give him pleasure, huh? Well, if Iwai and Fumichika Nejima have anything to do with each other, then this room might hold a clue to Nejima's location. Let's hope so. It's off-putting to look at, but I can't help but wonder what in the world this is. They're magic runes. They're used in Western black magic rituals. Most of the time they're useless imitations, though. I wouldn't get too excited about it. Oh my. Who knew the chief inspector was such an expert on the occult? I just chanced up on that information. That girl with the spirit sense we mentioned, she's pretty informed on the subject. Huh. Someone was attempting to perform Western black magic in this place. Pretty absurd if you ask me. Of course, the person in question was dead serious about it all. Western black magic. I want to read it. Floor. Plenty of neighbors mentioning having heard strange mantra-like noises coming from here during the night. You think Iwai was the one chanting? Hard to say. Could have been one of the Shiraishis as well. If you look through these books in the back, you might learn whatever it is they're trying to do. Books in the back. Where's the books in the back? Sliding door. The sliding door leads to the kitchen. It barely fits the frame. Window. With the window and storm shutter closed, no light gets in here at all. It's pitch black. The neighbors mentioned they started to keep the house shut like this not long ago. Drawer. This drawer is really old. Chief Inspector, do you mind if I look inside? I mean, in normal cases, only the police would be allowed to touch things, right? Ario isn't here, so let me take a look at it. There's just clothes in here. Not much variety either. Can't say they were big spenders. Well, I was hoping to find some kind of talisman here, but I guess we're not so lucky. I see. Thank you anyway. Old books. What do you say, Chief? Would you let me look through it if I wore gloves? It's not like I'm any help with foreign languages. Go ahead. Thank you. Huh. There seems to be a work on Western black magic. The same runes are written here, alongside detailed descriptions of the procedures. I suppose you'd call these grimoires. It's all a bunch of nonsense if you ask me, though. You think this Iwai guy was studying them? Perhaps to perform some kind of ritual? There are a bunch of handwritten notes besides the grimoires. Whoever it was, they were serious about this. Iwai doesn't look the type to be into this stuff, but you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Why would he be studying black magic? According to the materials, this here rune is for the restoration of youth. Perhaps he was trying to become young again? This over here seems to be black magic related to resurrection. Each one of these spells requires a human sacrifice. Talk about dangerous. Resurrection? Like the rite? I guess no matter what part of the world, people will turn to the occult for similar reasons. Dang. Huh. What is it? This looks like a journal. It's probably Iwai's. A journal? It His writing is suspiciously thorough. It's almost as if he was writing a report for someone. Oh, wow. This is something. What is it? What did he write? This is quite the find. Let me give you a summary. So, this Kankicho Iwai fella, he'd been searching for a spell to restore youth for years. So he was into black magic from the start? He believed that if he could learn to successfully perform the spell, he could then use it to earn a fortune. To tell you the truth, it seems he was already getting funded after he acquired his grimoire. You don't say. This is starting to sound kind of familiar. But first, let's find out how he got his hands on this grimoire. It seems that Nejima told him where he could obtain the book when they were both in prison. Oh gosh, they were working with Nejima. What? It's nearly too much of a coincidence. Likely not coincidence. It seems like Iwai took an interest in the Nejima murders after it made the news. He admired him rather passionately. You might even say he worshipped the man. Oh my god. What the heck? Worship? Nejima? Of all people? This was a time when students were itching to rebel. Anyone who did something to shake the world was bound to gather admirers. Iwai had been collecting these photos ever since that time. And since he just so happened to land in prison at the same time as Nejima, he made sure to get in contact. This is a lot. I mean, even having it all laid out like this. The thought of Nejima being involved with these grimoires is staggering. I don't think we ever had anything pointing to that. What's the connection? To be honest, it's a shock to me too. For years, we've been scratching our heads over the motives behind the Nejima murders. Yeah, it's been a mystery to us from the very start. Whoa now. Wait just 1 minute. Do you think? No way, are you saying? That's right. The murders might have been for a ritual. He was attempting to perform black magic. The instructions written down for the sacrificial offering match up exactly with the acts carried out by Nejima. You gotta be kidding me. So that sadistic crap he was doing was all for black magic? That's what the evidence suggests. However, Nejima tried to do some type of resurrection ritual, but Iwai had different motives. Chief Inspector, you might think this is all the stuff of fantasy, but it doesn't refute that Nejima and Iwai were both acting in earnest. This is batshit insane! Are you telling me that nut job did this all for some hokey pokey resurrection? Yeah, resurrection. That means there must have been someone Nejima wanted to bring back to life. Damn it. That's it. That has to be it. Fucking hell, it all makes sense now. What? What is it? So, about the Nejima murders. There's some information that's been kept from the public. Go on. When we broke into his house and arrested him, we also found a baby. A baby? It was a girl. looked to be around about 6 months old. She was covered in filth. She looked so weak and sickly. We called the medics right away. If we were a second later, I'm sure the girl would have died. So Nejima was the father? He told us he'd found her under a bridge. He found her. She was abandoned? I've heard of parents threatening to leave their child under a bridge as a threat, but to think it really happens. I suppose there are those cases where the dead newborns found stuffed in coin lockers, so it's not without precedent. Whatever the case, we never found out the truth. But there's one rumor from back then that I could never get out of my mind. And it's starting to sound more likely now? Well, I'm sure this isn't the first time you've heard of it. Many believe Nejima's guilty of more crimes than we've got him convicted. Back then, a lot of girls went missing. I remember all of that. Among the high school girls that might have been murdered, or maybe I should say, sacrificed, was a girl who was pregnant. What? Goodness. Horrific. He killed her and dismembered her body. And we thought maybe the baby we found is what he pulled out from inside her. Oh my god. Don't misunderstand me. This is all speculation on top of more speculation here. I never for one believed that man would just taking a baby after he found her under a bridge. I'm feeling sick. Stay strong, ma'am. I know this is hard to hear. Like I said, don't take that to be the full truth. We're running on speculation now that this whole resurrection magic is coming to play. We should consider the possibility it was his child. And maybe he was trying to revive whoever the mother might have been. It's just a theory, but my life would be a tad easier if it were true. That's an interesting thought. If there's anyone Nejima would want to resurrect, a deceased wife is as good a guess as any. The fact that he obtained a curse stone suggests he has an interest in the rite of resurrection. Damn. And here I was thinking he was only after the curse's power to massacre. Chief Inspector? Yeah. What happened to the child? Without a birth registration on file, best we could do was find the girl some suitable foster parents. It was decided to keep the circumstances secret for the sake of the child's future. Well, I'm glad she was taken care of. I wonder who that child was. That was 20 years ago, right? Maybe it's one of Yako's classmates? Foster parents. Could be the delinquent girl, maybe. You think the delinquent girl is Nejima's daughter? Who knows? We know Iwai had managed to obtain the grimoire thanks to the advice he got from his idol Nejima while in prison. After conducting research and gathering more information, he determined he had a chance to get rich quick. So he thought he could make some money if he could successfully use rejuvenation magic. Correct. Turns out someone gave him the idea. And get this. It was the one and only Queen The more we learn, the more mysteries sprout. Yeah. It was the one and only queen and chairwoman of the Hihaku soaps herself, Natsue Yamamori. Holy heck, she's involved in this? She funded, what did they say? Someone gave him the idea, and get this. Oh, dude, she funded Iwai? So she's not a good person. She's not a good person. You can't trust her. The chairwoman of Hihaku soaps? So that's where this leads. Here, let me read what he wrote. The queen of Hihaku has a strange fear of growing old. The fear of death is even worse. If she does die, she wishes to be revived. And she will spend whatever it takes to preserve her beauty. Oh my god. Magic, rituals, and rites. She'll use whatever means necessary. Her tenacity is unbelievable. She was apparently investing money into any research on resurrection and the restoration of youth and the like. So she would even throw her money at the occult. The places greed will take you. Well then, that brings us to Hideki Araishi. She presumably funded his research into the rite of resurrection as well. That's what it all points towards. I wouldn't be surprised if the Witch of Hihaku pounced at the rumors of the rite of resurrection. It's starting to sound likely. It might also be why she's spreading the rumor about having godly powers. It's a convenient cover for if she becomes young again. Thanks for the redeem. Let me get my water real quick. Not a cop. How you doing, you? You following the story so far? Sounding pretty incredible so far. It's all connected. All these characters are connected. You just came in? Alright. Nice to see you. Godly powers? What's that all about? Ah, you can ignore that. Either way, I think Iwai took payments he was getting for his research to seduce a family into taking him and to keep a low profile. It's a family into taking him to keep a low profile. The Shiraishi family, Michio and her mother, Toshiko, were just his unlucky marks. And this is where you get involved. Are you feeling steady, ma'am? Huh? Is that something to do with me? Oh, are they involved with the kidnapping? They're involved with the kidnapping. Oh god, no, you can't mean. You've realized then. Oh, they kidnapped the boy for the freaking rituals. Perhaps. What? Natsue Yamamori. Who the hell's Natsue Yamamori? Who's that Natsue Yamamori? So many freaking names, huh? Oh, guy, scared me. Thank you for the redeem. What? Toshiko Shiraishi's. Michio Shiraishi's. Was a child. Was a child. Ichiro Iwai's living sacrifice was a child. That's exactly, oh god. Her child. Her child, Caper. He kidnapped her child. That's my conclusion. That's where it all leads to. The kidnapping, even if she did pay, it wouldn't have mattered. He would still sacrifice the guy. Iwai moved in with the Shiraishi to practice his magic. He needed a sacrifice to perform his youth's restoration spell, but that meant extracting the life force from someone young. Oh no, of course. That awful man. So it was Iwai. This man. Iwai worshipped Nejima, so you must have also despised Nejima's detractors. Not to mention, he was captured and sent to jail once before. Surely he had a bone to pick with the police. Oh gosh, we got it. He's the one who kidnapped your son, madam. So when he realized he had the chance to both avenge Nejima, embarrass the police, and acquire a living sacrifice at the same time, fuck! This pose, man. Fuck! You got it. Iwai kidnapped Harue Shigima's son and managed to score 3 birds with 1 stone. Ah! I can't scream, guys. I can't scream like a lady. His face, though, is very hot. You're telling me that that horrid man, he never had the intention of returning my child? Voice acting on point. I thought there might have been a reason why the kidnapper seemed to be mocking the police. He never wanted money. His aim was to humiliate the force. It all makes sense. He must have used Michio to lower your boys' defenses and then kidnapped them on the way back home. Oh, Michio was the girl. Oh, because that was his stepdaughter. Oh, it makes sense. Dude, the freaking mind blows. The freaking mind explosions of the revelations. It all makes sense. That man, he took Shuichi. Ma'am, please calm down. I understand, but you must remember to breathe. You don't understand. You have absolutely no idea what I'm going through. This isn't a joke. I would have expected the police to understand. You'll never understand. Living sacrifices? What a stupid idea from a stupid little man. Okay, man. Just take a moment to breathe. Why don't we go get some fresh air? I can't believe this. This is. Chief, I think it's best we take our leave. But before we go, there's one more important piece of information I noted in his journal. Oh. Dude, I feel so bad if you guys just come in here and y'all got spoiled. This revelation. Oh my god. Play this yourself if you haven't. Iwai got in contact with Nejima last year after Nejima was released on parole. He provided him with accommodation and financial support. Is that so? he managed to find a hideout for Nejima to stay in. Oh, we got him, boys! We got Nejima. We got him pinned down. Damn it. If anything, rather than use his money to support the Shiraishi, it seems most went to Nejima instead. Oh my god, this no good filth. If Nejima's lurking around anywhere at the moment, it's probably in that hideout. Right where it is? Unfortunately, no. Not that I can tell. But it seems Michio knew where it was. She never met with Nejima in person, but she was made to go in and clean up among other things. What good is that information? The girl's already dead. No, she's alive. That's right. Michio Shiraishi is alive. If you can find her and get her to talk, you can get her to spill the beans on his hideout too. Okay, so we know Yako was possessed by Michio. We know that because the freaking mask guy told us. That was such a big clue. We know that she was at 8 o'clock. She was at the sweet shop, and we kind of pieced it together. If the freaking mask guy didn't tell us that, we wouldn't have known. It's like a breaking the fourth wall kind of thing. So now we know that Yako is actually being possessed by Michio. So if we could get a hand, if we could talk to Yako again, maybe have Mio help. Maybe we could talk to Michio. Investigator, I'm asking you. I should be going. The lady's not well. Such a gentleman. This guy's such a gentleman. Persons of interest updated. Okay, we all know this. Just a recap. So he was the one who kidnapped the girl's son. Are you feeling better now that you've gotten some fresh air, ma'am? Suddenly finding out who the kidnapper was really made me lose my wits. We managed to solve the kidnapping case by pure luck here. You're right. But Richter? I feel grateful towards Michio. Because she killed the kidnapper? There's that too. It's for something else. If Michio is the one killing all these people, then she must have acquired quite a sizable amount. Oh, you're right. Oh, what are you thinking? So we're gonna talk to Michio, to Yako, and grab the soul drugs from her. She's still freaking yandere. Soul drugs, I mean. Hey Richter. Whether the kidnapper's dead doesn't mean a thing. But she still wants to bring the boy back. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Haruhe! Freaking yandere mommy. Revenge won't bring my boy back. If Nejima's planning to cause a massacre to collect soul dregs, I won't give up on resurrection. Oh, creepy, creepy, creepy. So I'm counting on you. Let's talk to the guy, huh? Talk to the guy. Araishi. Kuroki Kyo Cafe. I gotta channel my inner LSP for this one. Kuroki Kyo Cafe. You know, normally you'd be breaking school rules just by stepping foot in a cafe. I'll be in hot water if you lied about having permission from the police. Remember that. We know. It'll be okay. So, what did you want to ask me? Just a moment. Just a moment, Teach. Just a moment, Teach. There we go. Hey, cute. Cutie, cutie. Cutie stickers. What are you saying, Teach? What are you saying, huh? Yako? If you would? Right. We wanted to ask you about this. Oh my! A curse stone! An Okame mask. That must mean the Fool's Procession. You two were at the school last night. Damn! There of all places. Yako, you're one of them? You're a curse bearer! Please calm down, Mr. Araishi. Your reaction is too intense. It's kind of scaring me. Sorry about that. I'm afraid I got ahead of myself. What is it you wanted to know about your curse stone? Flattered. It's just a brilliant teacher like you must know an awful lot about these curse stones. Well, it's true. I'm likely the person most well-versed in this matter. You're the only one we could count on, Mr. Araishi. Won't you help us? Please? Oh, am I now? In that case, there's no harm in hearing what you have to ask. Thank you. Let's see. Why is everything with the Rite of Resurrection and 7 Mysteries curse stones happening now? Oh, taking an interest now that you've received one of the curses, have you? You sound like a researcher, starting your questioning with your subject's origins. Mr. Araishi, you're not the one who triggered the curse, are you? No, I'm afraid I had nothing to do with that. Rather, I wasn't even attempting to do so in the first place. Completing the rite itself has nothing to do with my research. Then, do you know if the ancient Omiyoto ritual? Do you know of the ancient Omiyoto ritual known as the Feast of Shadows? What is that? Something from the occult? Mr. Kurosuzu, you look like the type to be interested in those things, but it's outside my field of expertise. In that case, why do you think the rite and curses have appeared now? I believe this is the intentional work of someone. It's certainly not something that would happen by accident. Why is it you want to know? Well, he might not tell us anything if we say that we're trying to stop the curse. We need to make something up. Right. Make something up. Well, you see, we have such intellectual curiosity, and I think it could really help your research. I see, now that you mention it. Seems like he's reluctant to answer. then how about... ask about his research. Then what does the records of fate that you've been researching say about the rites of resurrection? Oh, I see. That's what you want to know. Allow me to first elucidate you regarding the author of the Record of Fates. A special privilege, I might add, since I have yet to publish this in a paper. Yeah, okay. The Record of Fates was written 200 years ago, in the later half of the Edo. It was written by a skilled but little-known onmyoji called Seiman Tsuchi Mikado. This is important stuff. If nothing else, remember this. Seiman Tsuchi Mikado? I've never heard of him. I'm sure you haven't. He was born into a famed onmyoji family, but split away to practice forbidden arts in secret. He used whatever name was most convenient for the situation, so his real name barely exists in records. So it is written in the records of fate. Huh. As brilliant as Seiman was, he was also an eccentric. He delved into researching the rites of resurrection, a legendary forbidden ritual that had never been completed. However, by involving himself with this forbidden ritual, he was expelled from his family and eventually found himself in Honjo in Edo. The Record of Fates are the writings Seiman recorded in the road to Edo. See. So, he wrote how to perform the rite itself. The rite of resurrection makes use of Abe no Seimei's specialty, the Taizan Fukun ritual, a means of communicating with the afterlife. It uses soul dregs to replicate the soul of the dead spirit that has been called. Oh wow, I never knew something like that existed. Yes, it is thought the only ones who can use it are those with the ability to turn human souls into soul dregs in the first place. So the rite of resurrection calls for that ritual to be performed in advance. Then, when the soul dregs are gathered and infused with the wish of whoever is performing the ritual, it can be completed. The contents written in the records of fates, and here, and there. There's no more? What about the 7 mysteries or the curse stones? There's nothing written about them in the records of fate. The curse stones are separate from the rite of resurrection. Their curse is one used to enable one who is unable to perform such rituals to be able to use the rite. Huh. That's similar to what Mio said, actually. Oh, Mioji. Okay. How are the 7 mysteries related? Excuse me, Mr. Araishi? What is it, Miss Kurosuzo? You published a theory before the incident took place. It said that the rite of resurrection and the origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo are related somehow. What proof did you have of that? You really know your stuff, but about that. That was a somewhat sensationalized piece written for occult magazines. Oh, really? It was just nonsense then? Not exactly. Rather, it's not a complete fabrication. There's a basis for it. And that is... well, I suppose there's no harm telling a couple of students so passionate about this topic. Thank you. This is something I discovered from referencing numerous texts unrelated to the records of fates. It was after Seiman arrived in Honjo. There are records of a conflict over a ritual used to resurrect the dead in Honjo. Conflict over resurrecting the dead? I don't know the details. A man enticed the public with claims of a spell that could resurrect the dead, causing a conflict that ended tragically with 9 dead. That's the only remaining reference. 9 people fighting over a resurrection ritual? I call this tragedy the Honjo incident, and it had long been the subject of my research. And I suspect that this Honjo incident might be the very origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. So what you're saying is, the resurrection ritual at the root of the Honjo incident is Seiman's rite of resurrection? Yes, that is how the record of fate ties everything together. To put it in chronological order, first Seiman brought the rite of resurrection to Edo. We can assume that by this point, Seiman was likely using a different name. Then, in Honjo, 9 people fought to the death over this rite, the Honjo incident. After that, the incident was covered up by an interested party, preventing it from being recorded in history fully. Eventually, it was passed down in incomplete pieces, becoming known as the 7 mysteries of Honjo. That's more or less the course of events. So it's like history repeating itself, basically. So that's how they're connected. So the ghosts that happened in Edo, the ghost guys, the freaking JoJo stands, they might have been these guys might all be like contestants during like some of the older death games. And if I'm getting this right, the 7 mysteries were basically required to gather the soul dregs necessary for the rite. And there's more. With this most recent occurrence of the curse, I've become even more confident in my theory. You are? Yes, the reason for it being the resentful memories of the 7 mysteries etched into those who received the curse stones. Resentful memories. Yako, if you really are a curse bearer, then when you obtained your curse stone, you would have had a resentful memory imprinted into your mind. Oh, I did! Exactly. Those memories are what happened in the final moments of the 9 who died in the Honjo incident. Broadly speaking, they involved dying while bearing some kind of deep resentment. The 9 victims became the 9 curse echoes, which over time came to be spoken of as the 7 mysteries, thus gathering the resentful memories granted by the present curses and connecting them together. It will reveal once and for all what happened during the Honjo incident. That's why you must tell me about the resentful memory of your fool's procession, Yako. Mio, should I? Yeah, I think it's okay. We need all the information we can get. Okay, Mr. Araishi, I'll tell you about the memory of the fool's procession. Excellent. So basically, it's about a woman who died falling from a Yagura tower at the festival. Interesting. It's not that one then. Not that one. What do you mean? Among the 9 victims of the Honjo incident, that is to say the 9 curse echoes, one of them is Seiman himself, or so I suspect. Huh. Seiman was one of the victims at the Honjo incident too? Meaning an Onmyoji as powerful as him also became a cursed echo? Right. It would make sense that the cursed stone tied to a cursed echo like that would be special. The power of a cursed stone is different based on the cursed echo? Mio. Then maybe with Seiman's curse, Seiman's curse echo, we could... Yes, we may be able to settle this whole situation. Hey, what are you two whispering about? Oh, nothing, sorry. Mr. Araishi, how many resentful memories have you gathered so far? I've learned a number of them. The Evergreen Beach, the Foot-Washing Mansion, the Ever-Burning Lantern, and now the Fool's Procession makes 4. Of those, the most important are the Foot-Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach. So the Foot-Washing Mansion is the glasses guy. Evergreen Beach is the detective. The foot seed. What are they about? First, the Foot-Washing Mansion. An Onmyoji appears distinctly in this one. Really? Really? But not Seiman, I'm afraid. A female Onmyoji who sought the rite of resurrection due to her obsession with her personal appearance. Her legs, which she always taken pride in, were stricken with corruption after she was defeated by Seiman. Her curse echo is notable for being particularly easy to fulfill the requirements necessary to use the curse. That detective did well to escape this one. So the female Onmyoji and rival of Seiman was involved in the Honjo incident? That certainly is interesting. Next, the Evergreen Beach. Oh, that's the detective guys. The Evergreen Beach is the detective guy's thing. This thing. Oh, you think his ghost is Seiman himself? Next, the Evergreen Beach. The cursed echo is from a craftsman of Netsuke carving named Jinkichi who was hanged for spreading baseless rumors. He apparently spoke of something that granted the ability to bring back the dead. The rite of resurrection! The rite of resurrection! Precisely. This man Jinkichi must have been in contact with Seiman. If I could just collect all of the memories, everything will be revealed, and the truth of the 7 mysteries will be mine. That is the knowledge I desire. Meaning you need to gather as much information as you can from the curse bearers. Precisely. I have an agreement to exchange information with those detectives, but they might not even find the other curse bearers, so I must make measures of my own. Another thing? Yes. You never really finished about what the trigger for all this was. Well, I don't know. Really? You're not hiding something from us, are you? It has something to do with how you obtained the Record of Fate, right? How did you really get a hold of the Records of Fates? To tell you the truth, we're in a race against time. It could be a disaster if we don't hurry. What are you talking about? Someone left a warning that at sundown today, they'll use the curse to kill a lot of people. And the one who left that message is the culprit. Behind the Nejima murders from 20 years ago. What? something so terrible will happen? I won't allow potentially hundreds of people to become victims of the curse. I'll do anything in my power to stop it. Mr. Araishi, please tell us everything you know. Sorry, but I truly don't know anything. The truth is, I was given the record of fates by a woman. Oh, is this the soap lady again? A woman? Soap lady did it. Well, her voice sounded like a woman's, but I didn't actually see what she looked like. 1 month ago, while I was investigating at night, I suddenly heard a formless voice. A woman's voice? It said, I entrust you with this ancient manuscript and the rite of resurrection held within its pages. Spread rumors of this ritual as far and wide as you can in the coming month. And before I know it, an old document has fallen down at my feet. Oh, why does he sound? I have them mixed up because they're both really nasally. 1 month? You specified that time period? I was told if I did that, I could study the manuscript as much as I pleased. I wanted so badly to verify its authenticity, I ended up accepting. I haven't heard anything from the voice since then. It must have had you spread rumors in order to strengthen the power of the curse. To tie together the curse and the desire to seek out the right. This makes it likely that the owner of the voice is the mastermind behind all of this. Hence, I went public with the records of fate. Heihaku and the occult magazines immediately jumping at the news was a financial boon for me. Huh. Heihaku? As in, Heihaku soaps? Right, no, it's not important. Just some personal business. After that, I waited, trying to predict that what would occur at this month's time. That's when the curse began. Those are all the details I have. Very well. I've told you this much. I may as well give you one more thing. Thank you. What might that be? About the same man's records of fates. There is a sort of continuation to it. Another document called the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll. Continuation? Actually, a section written in Seimen's own hand was appended to the manuscript, according to which, after the Honjo incident, Seimen lamented such a calamity taking place. He apparently wrote the addendum for the event that the tragedy became its own curse. It seemed he had an idea that the victims of the Honjo incident would turn into curse echoes and be used to gather soul dregs. It supposedly details how to handle any trouble that occurs as a result of the rite of resurrection. Really? Hold on a second. Don't you find that strange? What's the matter, Miss Sakazaki? You think my information is inaccurate? If Seimen died in the Honjo incident, then he couldn't have written an addendum. You really don't get it, do you? Huh? Am I wrong? The game has this top freaking random duck clips out of nowhere. Okay? Have you forgotten the ability Seimen possessed? Of course not. He could use the rite of Oh. You're telling me that Seaman used it on himself? The rite of resurrection can be carried out in advance, so that it activates when the soul dregs are gathered together. Then it's not possible that Seaman himself was Then is it not possible that Seaman himself was resurrected by the rite after it all took place? But he'd still have to collect the soul dregs needed to use the rite. Yes, and that's why they died. The 8 others, besides Seaman. What? They died in the Honjo incident for their soul dregs. That sounds like it's the same as what's happening now. That's why I needed the resentful memories to learn the truth. I get it now. The issue at hand is that the Yin Scroll and the Record of Fates were supposed to have been passed down as a set. When I received the Record of Fates, the Yin Scroll was gone. Only this information was left. Supposedly, Seaman's blood descendants guarded it as they passed it down across the generations. It seems that over their long history, the 2 documents became separated and the scroll's location lost and the family line branched. Seaman had descendants? So there's someone out there related to him by blood even now? Yes, in fact, I've tried to trace the line as far as I could. He wasn't a well-known Onmyoji to begin with, so a detailed family tree does not exist. It seems likely that the use of the manuscripts had been long forgotten, only being passed down out of tradition. And since they aren't even aware of what they have, tracking it down is quite tricky indeed. I wish I could ask whoever that voice belonged to about the Yin Scroll. I'm sure you do. So basically, in the Records of Fate's Yin Scroll, Seaman himself wrote about ways to handle the curse in the rite, yes? Yes, that's right. I've been searching for it all this time, but haven't found a single lead. So if you two find anything about other resentful memories or the Yin Scroll, tell me immediately. You owe me that much for telling you all this, do you not? That's the real extent of everything I know. Okay. That was helpful. Yes, I understand. Thank you for your help. If you bring me some useful information, I'll take it into consideration for your school grades as well. Extra credit! Extra credit, guys! 1 p.m. Street. We've learned a lot. That's a lot of lore dump in like one freaking time. It's a lot of lore. So, to sum it up, there was a tragic incident with people cursing each other for the rite of resurrection in the Edo period as well. And the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll may have info we want, since it details how to stop the rite. I think that's about it. Right. If we could just find the Yin Scroll, we might be able to learn how to settle this situation. But even Mr. Araishi didn't have any leads on where it is. How do we start looking for it? Someone involved in this now must have some connection to it, I think. I have a feeling the mastermind who awakened the curses is involved too. Right. Whoever's behind that voice that gave Mr. Araishi the Record of Fates, that must be the mastermind, don't you think? Yeah, and he said it sounded like it belonged to a woman. Whoever it is, I bet they're scary. Huh. They don't sound like the Yako I know. Let's catch them and make them spill the beans. Beans? I thought you'd said something like that. Really? Guess I'm just not really feeling that confident right now. I understand. So Mio, what are we gonna do next? Good question. It may be best to give the information we just learned to Inspector Tsutsumi. We got a pretty big clue from hearing about the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll. Mr. Tsutsumi might know more about it. Should we go back to school then? Yeah, that's our point of contact after all. I don't know if it's related to that woman behind the voice, but I'm also interested in the female Onmyoji that was the rival of Seiman. Oh, that reminds me, Mio. You know that what's nearby here, don't you? Hmm? You mean where Michio's... Yeah, where it happened. I was going there every day to leave flowers. Even though they always get cleared away anyways. I'm sure it must be hard to have be reminded of Michio's death all this time. Oh, that reminds me. Yako? Yeah? When you asked me to do the spirit board 2 days ago, did you come here that day too? Yeah, I left some flowers before going to school. Why? Did something seem different? Did something seem different that day? What's all this all of a sudden? Oh, now that you mention it. That day, I suddenly felt lightheaded and ended up passing out for a bit. But I came to right away and felt fine. So I didn't think anything of it. I see. That's all I was wondering about. Thanks. Excuse me, you girls over there. Oh gosh, it's this guy. Oh, it's freaking Footman. Footman. No voices for you. No voices for... We already confiscated it anyways. I think. Whoa! Footman! Sorry. I didn't mean to eavesdrop. But something you said caught my attention. And who might you be? I'm Yutaro Namigaki. I should probably tell you. Until yesterday, I was a curse bearer. That should clear things up. Yada! Oh, you don't need to be scared. I've already given up the curse stone of the foot washing mansion. A foot washing mansion? So you're the one Inspector Tsutsumi was talking about? You already know Inspector Tsutsumi. That makes this simple. There's nothing to worry about. Oh, hey. Oh, hey! You're... in the driver's seat. Yako? Yes. Wait, what? Was he the guy who ran over Michio? He's the guy who ran over Michio! He's the guy who did it! Just now, I was doing something? She's getting possessed by freaking Michio! Sorry. Mr. Namagaki? What might be the matter? Actually, I wanted to discuss something with you two. Would you come with me if you have a little time? Discuss something? With us? We were talking about Michio Shiraishi, right? It's related to that. Huh? I'm sure you would learn a few things yourselves. If not now, later is fine. I'll be waiting around Ryogoku Bridge. Something rubs me the wrong way about this, but they mentioned Michio. What should we do? Let's talk. What should we do, guys? If we go to the school, we could tell the detectives about what's going on with Yako and the whole curse thing. And I guess we'll talk to him first. Let's see what happens, huh? Well, I suppose we may as well hear what it is you have to say. Glad to hear it. Then shall we relocate elsewhere? But I'm more scared of his girlfriend. Oh, you might have missed the chance to talk to the detectives. Oh gosh. I feel like this is a bad idea. So, what do you want to discuss with us? Let's see, how do I put this? I'll tell you straight. I want you to use your cursed stones to bring Michio Shiraishi back from the dead. What? That's why I was pursuing the rite of resurrection in the first place. Unfortunately, I had to give up my curse stone before I could succeed. Wait, he wants to resurrect Michio. But no, we won't let. Wait, she already has the soul dregs filled anyway. She's possessed. So sketchy to take two teenage girls. Yeah, it's very sketchy. But you two are curse bearers with some kind of connection to her. Which means this is the perfect opportunity for me to ask you for this. Well, I'm sorry this is so sudden. I still don't understand why you would want this. What exactly is your relationship with Michio? We met briefly once. I was so sad to hear the news of her death the other day. Right. Well, it would be great if we could bring Michio back, but we've already decided not to use the rite of resurrection. Is that so? It seems, however, that we share a goal. I wouldn't mind. I keep messing up the voices. I wouldn't mind collecting the soul gems for you if you give me your curse stone, you know? We'll have to decline that as well. Our goal is to stop this curse. I see. Well, that's too bad. I suppose I'll have to give up on the curse stones. Thank you for understanding. Phew, I thought he was a little suspicious, but he left without making a fuss. But why does he want to bring Michio back? Oh god, oh no. Oh Yako, no. Yako, no, this is bad. Oh god, no. This is bad. I didn't know you got a cameo in the game. Is that me? I'm the foot guy? Oh my god. Uh-oh. Did she go off somewhere while we were talking? Oh no! We should have went to the detectives. We should have went to the freaking detectives. Oh no. Yako, don't do it. Yako. Yako, don't do it. Yako, you're so dumb. You're so dumb. I finally caught up to you. I don't know if you've noticed me following you, but leading me to a secluded place, you've got guts. I'm sorry, but I'll be taking your curse stone. Either you hand it over, or I'll have to take it by force. He's gonna die. She's possessed. What? See, I'm telling you. Why are you? Oh my gosh, I knew from the start! Namagaki looks like Rocky's out. He doesn't have green hair or horns. No. She's here again. I don't understand. She's possessed, yo. Wait. It was just an accident. I swear I didn't mean to. That was why I was trying to bring you back. What's she saying? Damn it. Dang it. You're already. Omae wa wo shinderu. Nani? We killed Glasses guy. Oh no! What the heck? Oh no! Back. We can't, it's too... Oh my god, no. Come on, no. Are you serious? Come on, man. Oh, Ned Browning. I'm already too late. What the heck? We should have seen the detectives. We should have seen the detectives. We should have talked to the detectives instead. No. Dude, are you serious? After this, Fumichika Nejima went on the power to... Oh my god. No. Yes. No. From the street, Namagaki's appearance. We have the power of time travel. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the friggin' detectives. Go away, Glasses man. I don't want to talk to you. I don't care. Go away. Go away. I don't want to talk to you. We need to stop her. We need to take her to detective person. You're gonna kill yourselves. Just stop talking to them. No. Bye. Is that so? Well, that's too bad. I'm in no rush. I'll be waiting at Ryogoku Bridge if you change your minds. Don't go to the bridge. Why do you want to die so much? My god. Okay. Holy heck. Standing by. Let's do this one first. Wait. No. So we'll meet at the school. We need to go to the school. We gotta talk to Yako. Make sure she's like dealt with. Cause she's possessed. Okay? Okay. Boss. I just talked to the Sumida police. Whoa, what now? They found an abandoned van in the Chiba Mountains that looked like it might have been in an accident. They couldn't lift any fingerprints from it, but they found blood spatters in the front. And guess what? The blood is a perfect match for Michio's. Aha! So it must be the van that hit Michio. You got it. It's all thanks to Yoshimi that we were able to find that out. The license plate had been removed though, and they might have scraped off the vehicle identification number. It'll take a while to identify the owners. Now they're starting to figure out if the van was sighted anywhere between the scene of the crime and where it was dumped. Got it. Thanks for the report. By the way, boss, we've confirmed that Michio died in a vehicular collision. But are we sure that it was really an accident? Good question. was wondering the same thing. The damage done by the collision indicates the driver was traveling at a considerable speed, but there's no brake marks to be found, which suggested they may have been intentionally targeting Michio. Was that the motive, you think? Who would have a reason to kill Michio? The first person that comes to mind is Kankichiro Iwai. After all, she knew all about his crimes. But then Iwai was supposedly able to control Michio by intimidation alone. And there's also that teacher who was taking advantage of Michio, Kohei Jonochi. But to say he killed her to stop people from finding out that he was blackmailing her doesn't... Wait, what? But to say that he killed her to stop people from finding out that he was blackmailing doesn't seem likely something. But both of them have fallen prey to her. It's true. In that case, it's quite possible she'll also decide to exact revenge on the person who ran her over. It's not just possible. She may have already done it last time, just like with Iwai. Is there anything else that could have served as a motive? That talisman, maybe. The one Yoshimi was looking for. Oh, do you think someone wanted to take it from her? The talisman wasn't found on her remains nor her house. But doesn't a hit and run seem like too drastic a measure to go after a little talisman? And in the end, it might have just been an unfortunate accident. Looks that way. Where are the girls at, huh? On Earth. I guess we still can't rule out the possibility of Michio did commit unlife. He was young and all the adults in her life did push her around. By the way, all we need now is a testimony from Michio herself. With a bit of luck, we might be able to ask her what happened during the crash ourselves. Yeah, I can't wrap my head around that particular though. I still have my doubts that they'll be so easy. Either way, we won't be able to do this unless Mio and Yako turn up. I'd rather have them come here sooner rather than later, but I guess we'll just have to wait. Shall we head in? So we'll just have to wait. Will we head inside? Alright then. They should come over here soon, right? Alright, let's go wait inside the school. I'm sure they'll be here any moment. Will they be here any moment? Oh, okay. Okay. Guys, it's almost 4 hours. And we got one ending done. Maybe next time we'll finally finish this game, huh? It's been a wild ride. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed. But I think that'll be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a great time trying to solve this mystery with me. Very productive stream, thank you. Okay, let's see who we can raid, huh? Let's raid Nochu. Yeah, I think we're ending for tonight. Just when it's about to get really heated. So a lot of crazy things have happened. We found out that Michio's stepdad was working with Nejima. We also found out that Nejima is the freaking janitor. We found out that Michio's possessing Yako. And it's going real crazy. It's the twists and turns. We found out about the Onmyoji that like started the whole thing too. And they say he's still alive and stuff. So really crazy things that's happening. But this is all we could do for today, I'm afraid. Maybe next week we'll try to finish it. Let's go raid Nochu here. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy your day, guys. Thank you. Bye. Bye.